Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I don't know if this has been the longest week of your life or the shortest week of your life. I feel like this transition to online learning has been a bit of a tough one for me. I'm spending a lot of hours in front of my computer, and I'm sure you're doing the same. Reach out to me and let me know if what we're doing is not working with your schedule and if we can make adjustments at all. A few people have already done that, so that's good. So today is the first day of April. I was going to do a little April Fool's joke, but I decided not to. We have enough going on right now. It's also the first day of National Poetry Month, so that's exciting. So here's kind of our agenda for today. I'm going to share with you this poem called Lockdown, which was written like in the last couple of weeks by a Capuchin Franciscan brother or friar living in Ireland named Richard Hendrick. So it's obviously totally in tune with what we're all experiencing, and it's going to help us kick off National Poetry Month. We're already in the middle of National Poetry Month because we have March Madness to continue. The winner from, I guess this was last week's, the last one in round one. The winner was Maggie Smith's poem, How Dark the Beginning. And I'm recording this before everybody has voted on Tuesday's matchup, so I won't reveal that one just yet. Maybe I'll send you a message about that one. So today I want you to vote between a story and Fire and Ice, and we'll read those together in just a minute. And then if you haven't already fully participated in our online discussion of the road, then finish that today, whether you need to still include your response or whether you need to go back and make sure that you have responded to 4 of your classmates. That is going great. I love it. I love watching the interaction between you all in this way. So finish that up today if you haven't already. Here's Lockdown. And this is kind of a long poem. It takes up 2 slides, and I know that my image is covering up some of it for you, but you have the slides too that you can look at. Yes, there is fear. Yes, there is isolation. Yes, there is panic buying. Yes, there is sickness. Yes, there is even death. But they say that in Wuhan, after so many years of noise, you can hear the birds again. They say that after just a few weeks of quiet, the sky is no longer thick with fumes, but blue and gray and clear. They say that in the streets of Assisi, people are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sounds of family around them. They say that a hotel in the west of Ireland is offering free meals and delivery to the housebound. Today, a young woman I know is busy spreading flyers with her number through the neighborhood so that the elders may have someone to call on. Today, churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples are preparing to welcome and shelter the homeless, the sick, the weary. All over the world, people are slowing down and reflecting. All over the world, people are looking at their neighbors in a new way. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality, to how big we really are, to how little control we really have, to what really matters, to love. So we pray and remember that yes, there is fear, but there does not have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there does not have to be loneliness. Yes, there is panic buying, but there does not have to be meanness. Yes, there is sickness, but there does not have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death, but there can always be a rebirth of love. Wake to the choices you make as to how to live now. Today, breathe. Listen. Behind the factory noises of your panic, the birds are singing again. The sky is clearing. Spring is coming. And we are always encompassed by love. Open the windows of your soul, and though you may not be able to touch across the empty square, sing. I just had to share this poem with you all because when I read it, all of the images of what's been happening in our community, in the images that I've seen in Italy of people who are raising up their windows and singing across to one another because they're in quarantine. I just love how this poem brings all of those images together. I'd love for you to respond to what this poem makes you think about or feel as well. Okay, here are our contenders for March Madness. Round 2, matchup 2. The first one is A Story by Li-Young Lee. And we read this one in class together. Sad is the man who is asked for a story and can't come up with one. His 5-year-old son waits in his lap. Not the same story, Baba, a new one. The man rubs his chin, scratches his ear. In a room full of books, in a world of stories, he can recall not one. And soon, he thinks, the boy will give up on his father. Already the man lives far ahead. He sees the day this boy will go. Don't go. Hear the alligator story, the angel story once more. You love the spider story. You laugh at the spider. Let me tell it. But the boy is packing his shirts. He is looking for his keys. Are you a god? The man screams that I sit mute before you. Am I a god that I should never disappoint? But the boy is here. Please, Baba, a story. It is an emotional rather than logical equation, an earthly rather than heavenly one, which posits that a boy's supplications and a father's love add up to silence. So we talked a little bit about this one already and the complexity, the tensions of what this father wants, what he wants for his son and his relationship with his son, what he fears, and what he realizes about taking advantage of the time that he has with his child. There's the first contender. The second contender today is Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. So another great possibility. Go ahead and fill out the Google form that I linked for you today. Let me go back to my original slide and vote for your favorite. I set it up just like yesterday's, so you will think about the tones that are expressed in each of these two poems. You'll choose your favorite, and then you will write a thematic statement for the one that you think deserves to move on to the next round. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. Continue checking in with me whenever you need to. I miss you guys. See you soon.